What's up everyone, Nathan back with another Showdown live. I hope you guys enjoyed that Kommo-o video I put out the other day, and I thought I would demonstrate how cool Kommo-o is with its variant sets and its unpredictable nature with a Showdown live that features that kind of unpredictability. And what we're going to be doing to demonstrate this is we're going to be using a pretty classic looking stall set. Like, this is, as far as teams go, very loudly looks like stall. I actually got it from the sample teams forum just to make it look as stall-like as possible. I did add a defensive Kommo-o, except that's the secret. It's not a defensive Kommo-o. It is a Slackberry belly drum Kommo-o, which is an extremely offensive and they get set up extremely quickly type of Kommo-o. I'm very eager to see how it works out. And I'm hoping what'll happen is my opponent, there's no way, a couple of people even commented on this, even though I mentioned in the video, which was, well, you're just gonna look at the team to be able to predict what type of Kommo-o you're up against. But if it's like this and someone does it for the surprise factor, you can get a setup for free, and then what do you know, there's a +4 attack and +1 speed Kommo-o just destroying your team. And then hopefully the stall team can take from there. Now the key, I've actually messed with this team a little bit in the past, and or past couple of days I suppose. And the problem is you want to get Brox for a lot of sweepers and stuff in general, but if you use Blizzy to get a Brox, it kind of reveals that your Kommo-o isn't a rocker and it's trouble. And the fact is, like, every single defensive wall in a set like this is extremely important. So not having a pure defensive Kommo-o means that, for example, you have a huge trouble with Urshifu Wicked Blow, and so it's a big problem and you need to get going a little bit quickly. So I'm hoping we're gonna see how it goes, because I'll be honest, this is not a sound team. I'll still upload the pokepaste, but it is not a fundamentally sound team. It's really just a demonstration. But we'll see. Hopefully once we get a couple walls broken open with Kommo-o, our stall team can take the rest from there. Stall is a notoriously long and taxing way to play the game, so I'm hoping that we can just win it with our Kommo-o quick and just have this person clean up, or our stall team rather, clean up from there. Also worth noting is I got a new mic. I'm hoping that you guys can already tell audibly from just this beautiful thing right here, but I got it for a monster deal in my local area on Kijiji, so I'm hoping you guys notice it, but it's still a work in progress. I'm still finicking with the settings. It picks up a monster amount of background noise, so I had to do some settings there and blah blah blah. Anyways, let me know if it sounds good or if it doesn't. Would appreciate the feedback. But regardless, we got a pretty interesting team from my opponent. Looks like kind of classic pre-DLC Sword and Shield team, if not for the presence of Urshifu, of course. And again, this Urshifu is going to be a huge problem without an actual defensive Kommo-o, so I'm going to want to get set up quickly. I'm not sure who we're gonna see from a lead here. Maybe the Ferrothorn will try to get up some rocks. No, probably Spikes and rocks. This looks like a classic team, and Hiram is gonna be a monster to try to swap in and out of. I wouldn't be surprised if we get one of these two to begin with. I'm gonna risk the Kommo-o. I'm gonna try to just get going right away. We do get a good matchup here. The question is if they're gonna attack us. I wouldn't be surprised if they U-turn. Let's see how much damage a U-turn will do, and if it's even worth substituting if that's the case. It would be worth U-turning. But then we would start to take Sand Chip very quickly, and then Ferrothorn would be problematic. Oh, that's gonna be troublesome. I wonder if the Drain Punch takes the damage before or after the Rocky Helmet stuff. I'm just gonna go for a substitute. We'll try it out. Again, this is not a very competitive team. I hope people don't take this onto the ladder themselves. This is more of just a demonstration that, like, again, this guy's definitely expecting rocks, or at worst, a defensive Kommo-o set hitting Body Slam. So maybe they'll even go to their Clef here. Actually, Clef would be very bad. Oh, actually, I didn't consider that. We need more chip on Clef. That's bad. That's the thing. Like, this is just a demonstration. Uh-oh. It is a roll, or it could be a special Clef. Let's try it. If we die, we die. If we die, we die. They Moonblast. This is, if it's max Fizz Def Clefable, it's a 12% chance of going through. But if it's anything less than that, then this will kill. Okay, they're Protect. Interesting, that means they're a Wish Protect set. Okay, they're gonna go hit Pout on here. They're gonna go for some Sandstorm Chip. That's gonna do a lot though, but the Sandstorm was what I was worried about. I have to go for a Drain Punch here. I'm not sure if it counts before or after, if it has a Rocky Helmet, if that'll kill me. I guess we'll find out. Okay, it does. It does have Rocky Helmet. With Sand, that's close though. So we do take out one. We're probably denying them rocks. So this is already, as far as the stall team is concerned, pretty useful. However, we are going to be at a disadvantage going forward due to our Urshifu here. Okay, they're going to go to Clefable and Protect here. That's a good play. They played this very well considering the circumstances. I could keep this for a sack. Yeah, I might as well. I can go to Aegislash and get a free substitute from there. We're gonna protect. I'll substitute. I doubt the Clefable is rocks if it's protect. It's probably Wish, Protect, Moonblast, and maybe a fourth move. And then Spikes on Ferrothorn, and they're probably planning to get a lot of their offense through Kyurem here. This set is close combat set too. Man, whoever made this is wild. I'll Flash Cannon kind of speculatively. See how much this does. 19%. We get a Spadef drop, so I'm definitely gonna Shadow Ball. Probably a 2-hit KO from this range. Absolutely. They're gonna go for Spike. Seems a little bit greedy to me. I'm gonna close combat because that's gonna cover if they stay in or if they go to Mandibuzz, then we can kind of scout that damage. Oh, they're gonna do that. I'll do it again. Yeah, they're gonna go to Mandibuzz this time. Let's just scout the damage. 29%, next to nothing. We'll probably see a foul play this time or a knockoff. Okay, the fact that they have knockoff is interesting. I could sack Kommo-o and do something. No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't want them roosting though. Because man, I don't want this to be a 400 turn game, but the fact is the rest of what I've got left is offense. Especially with that spike up, Kommo-o's dead. Substitute is interesting in case they roost as an option, but I think they are going to knock off again and just ensure that nothing bad happens here. I guess I'll go to my Corv because it's the one I want to eat the knockoff the most. They crit us, but that doesn't really matter too much. Body Press might crit and kill, but I doubt it. But it also covers everything else that they could swap into pretty well. This Corviknight in general is looking great. You know, Body Press, Body Press, Body Press. Probably not doing too much with Body Press, but it could recover it off. After the Roost, though, this is going to be definitely super effective. Oh gosh, that did nothing. Holy cow. I'll Defog, actually. We might be able to get something out of Kommo-o here. Okay, they're gonna go to Urshifu here. I wonder if it's worth body pressing on the Wicked Blow. Or I can go to my own Ditto and get some momentum here. Because Ditto would copy it and be a 4x resist to Wicked Blow. It's kind of a pseudo check to it, I suppose. Well, you know, let's just see how much damage we're talking about, to be honest. Let's make an informed decision at least. 75%. It's even a roll to kill us. I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to go to Ditto. They might U-turn on us, which would really blow. But from there, we're actually in an okay position if that happens. Nope, that's not going to be the case. If I'm them, I'm expecting a U-turn. Man, is there any way they just go straight to Clefable here? That would be such a crazy play. I think they're either going to Ferrothorn if they're thinking I'm U-turning to get some chip, and that also cover the poison jab, or they're going to Clefable because it's probably physical to eat Urshifu Wicked Blows. I'm gonna poison jab. Oh man, they really get us. Brave move. But it pays off for them. I guess I don't think they had anything to really beat Aegislash here. Oh, that Leech Seed doesn't help though. Okay, I'll go to Blissey this time. Do I want to trade rocks there? Not really. Who would they swap to here if they were afraid of anything too? Maybe Mandibuzz, maybe Kyurem, or maybe, sorry, Urshifu. There's a close combat is probably what they're fearing. Yeah, this Aegislash is good in general. Fighting types in general are very nice right now. I'll do the safe play. Am I out of focus? Come on, camera. As soon as I upgrade the mic, the camera starts to go. Ferrothorn goes for the spikes, fair enough. I'll probably... Body Press seems good, actually. Covers everything except for the Clef swap in. Does way less than I thought. It must be max Fizdef too. It actually comes out with more damage, with more health than it was before. That is crazy talk. Do I want... If I Roost here, I could get close to full, but that would let the Ferrothorn get close to full. We'll Roost. Then I'll Defog. This way I can ensure all hazards stay off to an extent. Yeah. Ferrothorn's already full. I've got nothing to lose here. Urshifu comes out. I'm expecting a U-turn here, so I'll Roost. Yep, we get that right. Who are we going to see? Kyurem? Ferrothorn comes back out again. Fair enough. We'll go to Ditto this time. Maybe we can get some hazards of our own. They could body press us here. But we're copying their defense too, and we've got so much. That'd be okay. Just put some pressure on their Urshifu going forward, and plus we're gonna have rocks and they're not. This seems as good as time as any to sack the Kommo-o. They will go Wicked Blow. We're going to go to our Ditto, and then we are going to Close Combat. They might read us to go to Fable this time, but they went straight to something else last time. Okay, they do so. Still does a lot. That's good to note. I could lose a hazard with... I could remove someone's item with Pex, or I could go for rocks with Blissey, and they teleport. Crap, that's going to give another for your Shifu swap in. That's the problem. This sort of sustained battle against her Shifu is like the exact worst case scenario. Because our one counter was Kommo-o, and we had to open up some major walls with it early on. If we can get up rocks, then we'll have like a bit of an advantage in terms of hazards, but not so significant. I'm gonna Close Combat again. Okay, we get that right, and we kill it in one. Okay, huge. Now we have a massive advantage in terms of hazards. We're gonna Mana Buzz. I wonder if they're just gonna clear the hazards full stop. I'll go to Blissey and see if I can get something up. They're gonna go back for more momentum. Ditto is in range of dying, actually, so we don't have a swap into this anymore. It's becoming a sack war, and they have the Urshifu, and we have next to nothing. Is it a 2-hit KO on Pex? It is. I don't know what we're gonna do with this Kyurem going forward too. This is just a bad position. Okay, I'll sack the Corv. Yeah. As far as sacks go, that's okay. Go to that. I can go to Pex. Is Scald the play or is Knockoff the play? I'm gonna Knockoff. I think they're swapping. I don't think they want to risk their win con. They lose Choice Specs, which might actually help them, to be honest. They could make a double here. They've been very good with their swap so far. They're gonna Freeze Dry. We're gonna go for Stealth Rock, and they forfeit. Okay, I thought that was very close in general. How long are we into the recording? We're at a little bit over 10 minutes. I'll get one more. That was not the greatest demonstration. You know what? It gave us a very advantageous stall game because, of course, in stall it comes down to hazard control, and we took out their rocker right away, right? And a huge wall for them. So it was important and it was useful, but it wasn't fantastic. They played it really well with that Cliff Fable and the Sandstorm chip. But I think it still demonstrated though. It caught them by surprise. So I am pleased with that. They've got another Cliff Fable. Cliff Fable's always the problem, right? Because you want them to have a bit of chip. Otherwise it is a roll. I wonder who it'll open with. This could be Drag Bank too, actually. It's always hard to evaluate what kind of Magna Zone it is because Analytic is more than good enough to stand on its own. However, when it's paired with a Dragon type like this one is here, then it could be just for purposes of Magna Pull. We do... Oh, I thought I had Shed Shell in this Corviknight too. Okay, we're gonna have to be pretty careful about that. Not even a U-turn either. That's very dangerous. I like Blissey off the rip because I don't think they're going for their Hacks or Snow. They clear some sort of steel types, and then we've got an okay matchup versus everything else. Zeraora comes out. I'm not sure if they'll attack straight away. Plasma Fist is not something I want to eat. And again, we don't really have a good resist for Plasma Fist besides our Ditto. They knock off. We're gonna lose our boots there. Not the end of the world. I wonder who they go to here because I bet they Volt Switch. What if I want a Soft Boiled? I bet they Volt Switch to their Haxorus. They actually don't have a lot. This Blissey is pretty important in general. I'm gonna Soft Boiled. Okay, glad we did that. Maybe I'll Toxic here in case they stay in. Oh, they go to Fable. That was not a good play. Not sure what we're gonna see here. I'm gonna go for a Seismic Toxic to get some chip actually, because that way we're very close to a sweep with Kommo-o. We eat up whatever it's got. We've got Natural Cure in case there's status. We've already been knocked off, so this is fine. I gotta expect the Haxorus at some point soon. They're gonna teleport maybe to Haxorus this time. And if that's the case, I'd probably go to Corviknight. And then maybe if they go Corviknight, I might double to my Kommo-o. That's tricky. They go to Chandelure. They're gonna use Trick here for sure. Okay, I think Ditto's the play. There's no way you Shadow Ball a Blissey, but you might Trick a Blissey. Yes. Yes. Come on. Don't you dare Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah, we get that right. It's faster now. So I do expect the Shadow Ball this time. So we're gonna go to Kommo-o. We're gonna get the free setup thanks to Bulletproof. Oh boy, this is the perfect chance right here. Yeah, we're gonna substitute. Clefable's low too. I wonder if it's gonna heal. That would be the one thing I don't want to. Well, no, if it heals, then we get a 2-hit KO chance. Okay, Moonblast. This thing is DED, unless it's a Scarf Haxorus. We might win. We might win. Oh, it's got first impression. Crap. Does it? Oh, this is tricky. Does it have first impression? If it's first impression, it's probably banded, and then I can go to Aegislash. Plus, the fact is, if I swap out this thing anyways, it's mostly dead anyways, so I'm okay to sack this here. Okay, it is first impression. That kind of blows. It's not as fun. That was a perfect setup opportunity. Oh, it's first impression Life Orb? Wow. Okay, this got really bad. I was not expecting that. I thought for sure. Okay, this is essentially a choice band set without a dragon move, first of all. So that's upsetting. And second of all, without, I guess it's just an analytic Magnezone. They just have 4 wall breakers. Okay, all right, fair. I'll go close combat here on the Ferrothorn. Okay, we get that right. That's a relief. I'm probably gonna make a double switch here to my Blissey on their Chandelure. Or do I want to go to Toxapex? I'll go Blissey. They stay in, frustrating. I'll go to Ditto. On the Leech Seed. Okay, I get that right. I'm not actually as fearful as Magnezone with a Ditto. With this Ferrothorn. I wonder if they swap here too. Because if they swap a Leech Seed, it would be fantastic. I have 3 really interesting choices here. If they swap the Chandelure, I'd actually knock off. If they go to anything else, I would Leech Seed. Well, Magnezone, I would want to Body Press too. I think Body Press covers the most options, and if they do surprise me and go to Chandelure, then I can go to Blissey. Okay, so now they know I'm choice locked. They gotta go to Chandelure this time, right? I'm already regretting not having boots on Blissey. Okay, well, my opponent has absolutely shocked me at every move. I mean, I guess they figured they could take it, and that way they would take my Ditto. I had to make a play. And we're gonna lose to a Ferrothorn for the 2nd straight game. That's upsetting. I'll Body Press on their Protect. I'll Body Press again. This is a hard L. But we're already at 16 minutes. Oh, I could do one more. Yeah, I'll say GG there. Hopefully we can round it out with one more win. That was so close, man. Twice we've gotten chances very close for Kommo-o to put a massive hole in the enemy team and just clear the way, but not quite. Again, it's almost like this isn't a great team. The other variant I could have done of this is have a hyper offense team with a defensive Kommo-o, which is still viable because that way you get free rocks and people respect Kommo-o as a setup sweeper, but it's a little bit less exciting. I might still do that though. Okay. This could be a Focus Sash Excadrill, which scares me. I don't want to go Corviknight on the off chance they go Magnezone first. People often surprise me with that. Kommo-o does cover initial Excadrill and initial Magnezone, because then I would just probably Drain Punch without even setting up. But again, man, it's almost like this Clefable's common, because it's once again here, of course. Okay, not the most ideal circumstances. I think I will go Kommo-o as a lead. Okay, so we get this right. I think I might just Earthquake, because that suggests that we're a defensive set. We should be faster. No, yeah, we're definitely faster. We're easily faster. Yeah, I don't see a downside to Earthquaking here. Okay, we get some chip on the Clefable, which is also big. This could be the Rocker. If I substitute on the rocks, I have a good chance of winning. That's actually insane. If I substitute on the rocks, I have a great chance of winning. If they Moonblast, this would be just a total wash of a life for Kommo-o though. So I'll go to Aegislash. They wish. Would have been close to the same if that's the case. Oh well. I'll substitute here. Volcarona comes out. I'll Shadow Ball, I guess is the best play. The Fiery Dance. I wonder if they will be smart and go for a Quiver Dance on my swap I've got a whole Blissey or Toxapex actually, which is the better play? I could also go Ditto if they do something. They set up here. That's interesting too. I'll go Blissey for now. Fire Radiance, they do get the boost. I wonder if I want a Toxic here. No, I think I'll go for Rocks. They should be swapping. Okay, they respect that. That's a relief. They're probably gonna go for a knockoff here. In which case I'll go to my own Pex and I shall respond in kind. But yeah, if we get a setup here, Clefable's at that juicy percent now. I really like the odds of everyone. In fact, oh, it was Scarf. That's interesting. I was wondering that one, that first lead matchup. But I almost want to sack this to Thunderbolt just so I can get Kommo-o in, force them to swap, and then go for the win. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna sack something just to get in Kommo-o and scare them out. I'm gonna go to Corviknight because if I'm gonna lose a Pokemon to Thunderbolt, I'd rather it be Corviknight. There's surprisingly little. Little body press here. Shouldn't really matter. All said and done. This time we'll substitute again. We are a stall looking set and they stay in. Okay, thank God it eats it. Oh, thank God. Okay. That was a crazy play in my opinion. Somehow Belly Drum. Hopefully they just Moonblast right away because that'll keep us in range to Oko them. Just Moonblast, just Moonblast. Okay, there we go. I think we win. Okay, I think I'm vindicated. Okay, there we go. I think we just won. That's awesome. Again, they respected this Kommo-o as a defensive setter. They let me set it for free. And yeah, it just wins the game as a result. If they might have Sucker Punch on Urshifu, but again, we resist that stab, which is great. This gets us back up to full. And that's a literal 6-0 right there. You love to see it. Literal 6-0. So yeah, you know what? Some people did comment, you can always tell what kind of Kommo-o it is by looking at the team, but if you get tricky and you mix it up, sure, it's disadvantageous, and I think this in particular isn't the greatest example of that, but sometimes magic happens and you get a clean 6-0. So thanks guys for watching. See you next time. Take it easy.